Hey, Peter.
Hey.
He can go deep sea fishing with nothing more than catgut strings.
Really?
He can stop a raging bull with the sheer power of his low end.
Huh?
He can program a historic jazz festival that doesn't make you want to eat a bucket of nails.
What?
He is the most interesting man in jazz. I'm Adam Manis.
And I'm Peter Martin.
And you're listening to the You'll Hear It podcast.
Music advice coming at you.
Coming at you today, sponsored by OpenStudioJazz.com. Go to OpenStudioJazz.com for all your jazz lesson needs. Peter, what are we talking about today?
Well, I mean, after that intro, I think I know, but this is super
We talking
intriguing.
about beer? We talking about some beer?
Dos Equis.
Hey.
Dos Equis. This was weird but intriguing, and I think I know who you're talking about, and super irreverent.
We are talking,
and a little arrogant.
We are talking about jazz thought leader,
Yes.
auteur.
Yes.
We're talking about Renaissance man and open studio artist, bassist, Christian McBride.
Of course.
Yeah. Greatest bassist in the game. Greatest,
Ooh.
I think, in my opinion, greatest voice in the game.
Ooh.
Everything the guy says, you're just hooked.
Yeah.
Charisma,
Seeping
knowledge.
from his pores.
Yeah, he's got it all.
Yeah.
Guy's got it all. He is the most interesting man in jazz. And
Renaissance man, did we say that?
we said Renaissance man. He's got a show on NPR.
Yeah. He's got five bands.
He's got
at
5
least.
bands that
Good
do
bands.
really
Great
good bands.
bands.
All of them doing different kind of stuff. You're in
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Inside Straight.
I can
That's-
barely keep up with the one. McBride's doing them all.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
And he's got one called New John, Christian McBride's New John, and they have a new Tiny Desk concert. Peter, I know you haven't heard this yet, so I'm very excited for you
I
to
know.
hear this band.
I was going to jump the gun, but I was waiting for the chance to experience it. I mean, of course, I've heard the band live, which is fun, but I've been hearing rave reviews on I love the Tiny Desk.
Yeah, man.
I love Christian McBride.
Yeah, dude.
I love everyone in this band, so I'm kind of chomping at the bit in a way.
It is so good.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for you to hear it. It is, of course, Christian McBride on the bass, Josh Evans on the trumpet, Marcus Strickland on the tenor saxophone and bass clarinet, and Nasheet Waits on the drums.
Yeah.
Here it is, Christian McBride's New John, Tiny Desk. Let's check out a little bit of this concert. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot, off the gate. Wait, pause it.
Wait, you got something to say?
Yeah, coming in hot
Okay.
at the gate.
Now, the thing is, no. Marcus Strickland on that bass clarinet. Oh, man. a big collective improvisation here
Yeah.
happening. McBride holding it down this whole time too, by the way, allowing everybody else to blast off from planet Earth.
Yeah.
McBride is like holding down home base. What are they going up to there? Is that E flat?
To F.
F.
But the bass, the line stayed on D. I love how he's got the fret marks, like the one guy who never needs that.
I know. It's so funny. Huh? Put your finger here. Oh. Dude, I love Nasheed Waits so much, man.
Yeah. Nasheed is
one of my favorites.
Oh, going on that low D.
Oh.
We can still go lower.
Going way down.
Killing.
How great is that?
Yeah. Should we talk about this?
Well, yeah, so...
Well, I guess we should. Huh. That's such a vibe.
It's a great vibe. So they start off completely free and really put the jet fuel to it from the beginning.
Yes.
Which is a great opening statement for a concert. And then, there is just a groove there in D minor. That's the basis of the tune, really. Yeah. And then that melody, the bassist.
Gotcha.
And then the melody starts in D, and then I think you figured out.
And then,
but the bass doesn't go up to F minor.
No,
The bass stays in
the
D.
relative major, though, we would say.
It's really it's a hip concept. And then it wasn't like trumpet solo, bass clarinet solo, bass solo. It was like collective solo of the group.
Yes.
With really McBride in the role of just keeping everything really locked in so that everybody else could take it way out. And that is a vibe that I love too.
Absolutely. But he's sneaking in a lot of... He's jumping up.
He's got little fills and stuff for sure, yeah. But
it's like he's doing two different things,
Yeah.
as he often does, but like very contrapuntal even within his own part. But I mean, McBride is a master of a lot of things. That's why he's the most interesting man in jazz, musically too,
For sure.
But like this, in terms of like just his instincts in terms of what the music needs. And this is a quartet of musicians that excel at that,
Yep.
But I mean, McBride even just is a leader amongst leaders of that ability to provide what the music needs. And it's like, I've played with McBride a lot over the years and known him since we were teenagers. And like the authenticity that he brings to a diverse set of musical situations, of which the link is him. His musical personality, which is totally linked to his actual personality.
Yeah.
Like that's like an unbroken chain. And then there's a lot of really interesting nuances with that because he's very supportive, like as you can hear in this, in terms of like he never misses that groove of giving the foundation.
Yep.
But then he's also doing stuff that is spurring the creativity of everybody else at the same time. So like he's de-risking the situation, but then he's pushing everybody to add risk to it in a really interesting and musically balanced way that is so nuanced that but it's so exciting that as you can hear the players experiencing it, but as a listener, you're invited into that. So when people are like, wow, his sound is so warm, his groove, his personality, it's like, yeah, but there's specific musical things that are continually happening that he's providing and that everybody's picking up on that invite the listener in with this really warm musical embrace.
Can I talk about a little superficial thing
Yes.
too here? So McBride wears all these different hats musically. He's got all these different bands, but he wears all these different hats physically as well. Right. What I love about this too is, last time I saw McBride live, Christian McBride live, was here at Jazz St. Louis, where he was playing a tribute to Ray Brown with Benny Green and Gregory Hutchinson.
Yep.
He was in a suit. He looked, dressed up for the occasion. It fit the music that they were doing. Straight ahead jazz with Benny Green fit perfectly.
Yeah.
This fits this vibe, what he's wearing, the visuals, I think, is part of telling this story.
Oh,
you're not going to
especially on Tiny Desk.
Yeah, you can't stand next to Marcus Strickland with the hip round glasses and the bright colored shirt and
the corduroy cardigan.
Right, and wear a 3-piece suit. I love that he's so considerate of presentation in everything he does, down from how obviously music, but all of his cover art on his records is always incredibly thoughtful, and then the way he presents himself as an artist, I think it changes depending on the situation. And I always notice in a very thoughtful way. Like, I always think it looks weird when someone, the way they sort of present doesn't match with, it doesn't have to be exactly a match like you have, but I always find it adds more to it when the whole presentation is like.
Well, you wouldn't be the most interesting man in jazz if you didn't have that ability. You might be a good player, but if you didn't know how to match the attire.
Yeah.
And that's the McBride logo on his hat. If you rewind a little bit to a close-up of
Wait,
him,
is that a Christian McBride hat?
That is a CMB hat, I believe.
Oh my God, I might need one of those.
Yes, I believe I have one somewhere.
Can we trade him an open studio hat for one?
I think
of those?
I do have one. When I put it on, I look like an idiot. It turns out I'm not the most interesting man in jazz, so it didn't fit me. Right?
Well, I'm just cavalier enough to pull it off.
Bada bing.
Thank you.
A big crowd at the Tiny Desk.
Thank you very much.
Hey, by the way, I just want to shout out, Bob Boylan retired this week, who is the leader of NPR Music, the founder of All Songs Considered.
Yep.
Yeah, the founder of Tiny Desk Concerts. So shout out to Bob Boylan for introducing me to a ton of interesting music I would have otherwise not discovered.
I got an idea for you because I'm a little hungry for lunch, full disclosure here.
Yeah.
What about if we listen to what McBride says, and then can we jump back to the beginning? Because I had one little interesting thing I wanted to say. Oh, you look so disappointed. You want to listen to the whole thing?
Thank you very much. What an honor to do our first NPR Tiny Desk concert. This is legendary. Thank you for having us. That's Josh Evans on the trumpet.
Hey.
Marcus Strickland on the bass clarinet and the tenor saxophone.
Yeah.
The great Nasheet Waits on the drums.
Nasheet's a little older, so he calls him the great. Is that how that works? Not much.
Thank you. That song we started off with is an original composition of mine called Head Bedlam. And I like to describe it as this. The intro and the outro of that song is a sonic description of us looking at Twitter, particularly during the pandemic. And when you put your phone down, that's when the groove starts. So let's groove more. We're going to play a song, the title track to our new album, Prime, and it was composed by Marcus Strickland. Here's Prime.
Marcus Strickland's an amazing artist, and definitely check out Prime after this. But let's go back to the beginning for Peter because he's hungry.
Well, no, people can come and they need to go to the source. Plus, we're going to get a copyright strike if we put too much of this
put a link to the full video here.
Exactly. Okay. I love I love this intro, and like you haven't seen the band yet, right? And you're seeing this, and it's like, and then you see them, like just visually and sonically. What a great intro! And it's like the antidote to what's going to actually happen.
Yeah.
In this tune. It's so dramatic.
This is a mess, but it's about to feel
it's such
really
a
good.
Beautiful mess.
Yeah.
And McBride, you don't even see his face. Like everything. And look, he just does all this in instinct. He's not planning this out, but it's very effective.
Yeah, to me, I mean, this is...
you still haven't seen his face, I don't think.
No,
McBride.
but this is such an effective way of that extremely messy, squiggly line outplaying.
Yeah.
When it's connected to something that's so earthy and rock solid.
Right.
It's what makes Ornette Coleman so good is and Eric Dolphy as well. Like these incredibly, intense and locked in grooves. You think of like Lonely Woman or Gazelli or Hat and Beard or something like that. So swinging.
Yep.
And then combined with sheer chaos.
Yep.
And it's so effective, man. Yeah. It's so effective.
Life affirming.
For sure. Because that's how life is. Yeah. It's a bunch of chaos strung together with some earthy moments, strung together with some airy moments, strung together with a bunch of sleep.
I love the overlap in this too.
Everybody's super confident too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Christian McBride's new John. Go check out the Tiny Desk. Check out the new album.
Yeah.
Really check out anything Christian McBride does because it's all pretty good. Check out Inside Straight.
Check out Christian McBride's 2 courses for Open Studio.
And his 2 courses for Open Studio.
OpenStudioJazz.com/McBride.
Renowned courses here. Actually, they are friggin' terrific courses,
Killer
man.
Stuff.
Cool. Well, until next time.
You'll hear it.